Bamidele Ogundele was more than just a truck mechanic in Ilorin, Nigeria. He was the kind of man people trusted with both their engines and their secrets. Quiet, hardworking, and kind to a fault, he ran his roadside garage for over 15 years. Local truck drivers swore by his skill, apprentices respected him like a father, and neighbors knew him as the man who always had a spare bottle of water on a hot day. No one ever imagined he was hiding a second life. Bamidele kept mostly to himself, but one relationship stood out, a young apprentice named Jide. Barely 19, Jide had been taken in by Bamidele after dropping out of school. He was like a son to him. They worked side by side every day, shared meals, and often stayed late into the night fixing trucks under the dim glow of workshop lights. That's what made what happened next so unbelievable. On August 17, 2023, Bamidele didn't show up to work, an unthinkable event. His flat was found unlocked. His phone, wallet, and keys were untouched. There was no sign of forced entry, no note, no struggle. At first, police suspected he was a victim of a random abduction, maybe a ritual killing, given the rising wave of disappearances. But that theory began to fall apart when detectives discovered 2 million Nigerian nairas in cash hidden under his bed, alongside a passport and photos of a woman nobody recognized. Phone records revealed frequent calls to a known smuggler named Aisha Muhammad. Bamidele's past, it turned out, wasn't as clean as everyone thought. Years ago in Lagos, he had worked for a smuggling syndicate, modifying trucks for illicit transport across borders. When he tried to leave, they threatened him. So he ran, cut off ties, changed towns, and started over in Ilorin. Only the past wasn't done with him yet. Bamidele had kept damning evidence of the syndicate's operations, names, routes, financial trails, everything needed to bring the ring down. Maybe it was insurance. Maybe he planned to go to the authorities. Either way, they found out. And they wanted it back. But instead of confronting him directly, they used someone he trusted, Jide. Jide later confessed that he was approached by men claiming to be government agents. They threatened his family and ordered him to let them into the garage late one night. He did. That was the last time he saw Bamidele alive. 6 weeks later, Bamidele's body was found buried in a shallow grave outside Ogbomoso, tortured, suffocated, and discarded like trash. But beside the grave, investigators found something unexpected, a waterproof pouch containing a USB drive. It held the very evidence the syndicate feared: spreadsheets, voice memos, even photos. Bamidele had hidden it before they got to him. The data triggered a massive sting operation. Several syndicate leaders were arrested. Jide, who showed remorse and cooperated with investigators, was granted leniency. Aisha Muhammad vanished again, her whereabouts remain unknown. Back in Ilorin, people still speak his name with reverence and sorrow. To them, he was just the kind mechanic with rough hands and a gentle voice. But the truth is, Bamidele Ogundele was a man running from darkness, and when it finally caught up to him, he made sure it didn't walk away unpunished. He fixed trucks for a living, but couldn't fix the past that came to bury him.